Hey everybody, this first stream in a while, and I'm gonna adjust real quick my name because I have another account I do streams on, and yeah, I have to edit name real quick. Waiting on Lazarus to show up. So, James Aquatics. There we go. Hey everybody, and I'm gonna send out the link for Lazarus so he can join. Paste the link. That's for Lazarus. So, how's everybody doing? Because I know this is the first stream on the channel. Those are fish back there for, fish. And yeah, how are we doing? I'm gonna just do some stuff while I wait for a minute. Hello, there we go. Okay, it says we have one viewer. If that's Lazarus, go ahead and click on the link I sent out so you can join over here. There he is. Tell me when you're ready, or give me a thumbs up when you're ready to come on. All right. Add to stream. There you go. Hi there. You're on mute, actually. Right now it says you're on mute. Hi there.
How's it going?
Going good. Got my aquarium behind me. So,
Nice.
yeah. Been breeding platies. I've had some babies, so I'm happy about that. Very, very new to that. Never bred platies before.
Yeah, they're good fun. They were the first fish I ever bred, so.
So for you, it's 8 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
For me, it is 3 in the afternoon. So, if I had known that it was that time, I would have bumped it up to 10 o'clock your time. So 5 o'clock my time, something like that. Something more convenient.
That's all right. Because so daylight savings makes it a bit easier. Because otherwise it'd be 7 a.m. right now.
Yeah. Which that's the time I'll wake up for school, so I would not be ready to go on a stream if it was 7 o'clock. I would not. Just no.
Yeah.
So, how's the aquariums doing? How are all the aquariums?
Yeah, they're doing great. I can't be with them right now because there's family and stuff near them. So, but yeah, I got my angelfish laid eggs a couple of days ago for the third time.
Oh, that's good.
They actually hatched this time, so we've got little wrigglers, which is cool. But
that's that. Yeah, at some point I definitely want to try to breed angelfish. They're really cool fish. I love the shape of them and all that.
Yeah, the parenting skills are just top notch. They're just such great parents. And in the 20 liter that I recently set up, that fry tank, it's got a huge case of green filamentous algae. So I've been trying to get rid of that, but I've been really busy with my social life and school, so I haven't been able to get around to them too much.
Yeah, I had an algae problem for a while in this tank. That's my 10 gallon that I have my platies, and I'm gonna have a video coming out tomorrow on me picking up some guppies, but 2 of them
Yeah.
died. I grabbed 3 guppies, 2 females, 1 male, so, the female won't get stressed out and die, but they both died, and I don't know what to think of that, so I went to the store, returned them, and I should have some more on Thursday.
Sorry to hear about that.
That's fine. At least they weren't around for a while, because I don't like it when I have the fish that are around for a while and then they just die for cause I don't understand.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I did have tetras at one point in that tank right there, and I had a catfish and 2 snails. The 2 snails are alive. Catfish died. The tetras all died one day, just like all were dead when I woke up. And I looked in the filter to make sure nothing went wrong. I have no clue what happened to them. So,
Maybe that is
but back here,
really
these
sad.
tanks aren't really supposed to be here. At some point, we're gonna move them back to where they are, where I normally would film. But these guys are or I'm gonna have the biggest tank I can get back here, so maybe a 40 or 50 gallon back there. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna stock it with like tetras and all that,
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
and definitely live plants because I do not want to have to deal with cleaning that for a while. Those are hard to clean.
Yeah, especially with larger aquariums.
Yes.
Try to go for the bigger plants, of course. But
Yeah. My plan for this aquarium right here is to soon, maybe this Thursday, I'll do a video on it. I'm gonna buy some moss and wrap rocks in it, and
oh yeah,
then set that and carpet the floor in moss. That way, my babies are just safe on the floor, and the parents will swim above because they like the medium level, and the babies like to
yeah,
hide. I have a breeder ball I purchased from Petco, and that's doing well. I only have one baby. Like that's all I can see. I've only seen one baby, and he swims in and out. He goes into the moss. He goes into the breeder ball. I'm just glad to know he's
yeah.
safe. So that's
I
good.
guess what you can do there is maybe feed the platies a bit more
That's
because
what I've
that'll.
been doing, and she just had like my pregnant one has not been releasing them. I've seen the male chasing her around, and she just isn't giving birth right now. So she might have just been able to slip out one right now, and that's the one I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
It's an
Have
odd
you checked the
situation.
water? Have you checked the water parameters?
Yeah, so I've checked the water, and it's fine. But
That's good.
it is a
So
10 gallon, so it's a lot smaller than the 20. So that makes sense.
mm,
That might be harder for her to find a hiding spot, but eventually she'll find the spot to hide and give birth.
yeah, I
Or,
guess just keep
oh,
adding. Oh yeah, okay.
no, no, you go.
Keep adding like more hiding spots in the tank. Like maybe stack some rocks.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I'm planning on doing.
yeah, maybe could you float? You should float something. If you can get floating plants, that really helps.
I'll see about that. I'll see. Yeah, I did just get paid from a job I have, so might be doing that. I know I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to get a sponge filter, cause I don't have that. I have like the Tetra Whisperer, and it hasn't killed my baby. And there I haven't seen him got sucked up in it. It doesn't look big enough to suck him into it. So I
yeah,
think he might be fine. It's just he could get sucked against it if he's not being careful. So
yeah. You should be fine.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. Hope that goes well.
Yeah, in the 40 or 50 gallon, I'm planning on getting, depending on what size I can get, or it might be smaller, like a 30 gallon. I don't know. It's between the 30 and 50, those
Yeah,
sizes. I'm probably gonna get a school of catfish, probably 5 or 6 Tory catfish together because they look great together. And I have so far 2 in this tank, and they are just doing great on keeping the bottom clean. And they're the little one's so cute.
yeah, they are. They're awesome. What type are you looking into?
I have a emerald Cory catfish.
Emerald. Actually, haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, well, I get that from my store called Petco. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard that in America. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
don't have
our
any here.
our store. Yeah, I didn't assume
Oh yeah,
Australia would have that, but they're getting a shipment in on Thursday, and that's when I'm gonna go get my guppies in replace of the dead ones, which is sad,
yeah,
but it happens.
it
And
does actually.
I asked the guy at the store about it, like what he thought could have happened to him, and he said they did get shipped in on that very day we got them, so a 12-hour ride. there, and then they got put in the tank there, and then those two got taken out. So they were probably just super stressed out and died. So
Oh yeah.
could have been it. So Thursday might be the same case, but I'm gonna just try to be careful with them and let them get used to the little tank over here.
Yeah.
I have one male guppy in there because the two females died, but he's doing well. He's swimming with the rest of the pack. He seems happy.
That's good.
I think the problem was maybe he was trying to mate with one of the females and he just chased her around that she was already stressed and she could have gotten extra stressed and just died.
Yeah. I got like a pair of dragon mosaic guppies like a year ago, and I put them in my new aquarium, and the aquarium was like filled all the way to the top with no lid, and
Oh.
um, and then the two females jumped. Sorry, I had a male and two female, and the two females jumped out that night because of the male. So
Yeah,
I guess
my
I,
betas, I don't have lids on. I have my betas back there because we just got new carpet in my room and my
yeah,
house. And so we had to move those guys, and now they're staying on this. And we're going to move them back to their spots. But my betas, one of them doesn't have a lid, and he's not, like, I don't think he'll jump out. He has no other fish in there with him to scare him out or to make him want to jump out. So hopefully he won't jump out. It's the one I
yeah,
did a video on, the midnight. That's the one. I switched them over to a different tank so they get change of scenery.
yeah. That's
Because
good.
I like to switch them in and out between. I have this other beta named Red, and I switched him into Midnight's tank and Midnight into his tank, so they just get different looks and get to look around.
That's good.
At
I like
some
it.
point, I might try to do some fish with the betas, but I don't trust them as of now because betas can be aggressive, but there are cases where they can be put with other fish. So,
Yeah, it all depends on what type, I guess.
and how aggressive they are. Like that's one test I've been kind of watching since they're right behind the 10-gallon that's like has the light. They get really annoyed and I'll see the betas like striking at the glass, so I'm going to see which one's aggressive and which one's not. I haven't seen Midnight attack the glass, so he might be safe to put with other fish.
Yeah,
So, we'll see. I don't know. I don't trust betas. I had one named Blue. He went he went with my Cory catfish, my albino Cory catfish, and one of my snails. And I woke up and they were both dead, and he was still fine. So he's not very trustworthy.
yeah. Betas are very, very risky. I mean,
There
there's
there
always some betas that won't be with any fish.
there's the betas that you see put in tanks, like the male betas, because the male betas are the aggressive ones. If I got a female, they'd be fine to go in this tank, like the 10-gallon. It'd
Yeah,
be fine. But the males are just not trustworthy. They're not going to be something I can really trust because I tried that once and it attacked the fish. So I don't really want to do that again and risk having dead fish.
yeah,
But one reason I got inspired to do guppies because watching your videos and seeing how they bred fast and all that, I was like, okay, I do want to breed fish, and those are really cool. They're cooler than platies, in my opinion, by their color stripings on their side.
yeah,
So definitely cool fish to me. I like their tails as well.
yeah. Like, which one do you prefer, the common guppies or the Endler Guppies?
Oh, I. Oh, something just broke. My chair just. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'd have to say Endler Guppies. They look really cool to me. I like their colors. Common
Yeah,
Guppies is what I have because I'm just not gonna buy Endler Guppies yet till I know how to take care of just regular Guppies. I know they're practically the same. I just want to make sure I don't get the more expensive fish and it die. You know.
mm,
So I want to at least know what I'm doing. And yeah, the male guppy's still really cool. He has a yellow tail and he has a lot of black dots. He's really cool.
oh yeah. Yeah, what I've seen with guppies is like the more expensive they are, usually the easier they are to keep. Like, I mean, you've got like your koi tuxedo guppies and your dragon guppies. They tend to be hardier. Whereas you see like those $3 per fish guppies in the assorted tank. they're usually full of diseases and stuff. But they just tend to be harder because they're more inbred. Whereas like you got the reason like they're more expensive, those guppies, is I guess because they're like cold and all, so you probably got like the high quality ones that are gonna live for you. But yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon start with the harder ones, which is like the cheap guppies, and if you can master that, then you'll master like any guppy.
Yeah, and in the 40 gallon, I have to do a little bit more research, but I want to do some guppies, African cichlids. If African cichlids aren't fin nippers, if they are, I can't do them because I am not going to have non-community fish. Fish that will hurt the others.
To be
I don't
honest,
believe they are.
I'd stay away from any African cichlids unless you're like going to do an African cichlid only tank. I mean, I've been thinking of like taking like returning my electric yellow cichlid because they are all of them are pretty feisty, and yeah, definitely guppies with long tails they'd probably have a go at. So
Yeah, I probably won't do them in that tank. I might just do a separate 10 gallon or 20 gallon for them because
yeah,
they're really cool fish in my opinion. It's just if they can't be put with other fish, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to hurt the other fish.
yeah, they'll my electric yellow cichlid they're meant to be peaceful or fairly peaceful. He's super aggressive, and they eat all the live plants too.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can't really
Yeah, I
much of a
don't know
fan.
how I'd do them. Yeah, I don't know how I'll do African cichlids. Yeah, I was planning on just doing plants in the tank, making it look nice. But if they're gonna eat the
Yeah,
plants, I don't want that.
no,
Because here, about a plant is like $15 for me. So, and I don't have a steady income, so
no,
I have a little job where I take care of people's pets, but that's the only income. So,
that's
just
no fun though.
yeah, it's fun. Yeah, people's pets are very friendly.
Yeah,
I
that's
have one
good.
neighbor who has a goldfish, and it's a big goldfish because they've taken really good care of it. And if you
That's
do
great.
that, they can get really big, and they're really cool fish.
It's crazy how they can live like 24 years.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that. They could maybe, like, some people could get them and then they just die next day, but then they can live for a while. Some
Yeah.
are long livers, some don't. But then again, they are putting a huge tank at my store, and it's like super crowded. It's way overcrowded for them. So
Oh,
they have probably 50 of those goldfish in probably a 30 gallon. So
oh, geez. Even like two goldfish would be like too much.
yeah,
Wow.
they're not big goldfish yet. They're still the little ones, and they sell them for
Yeah.
20 cents. And for a while, I
Oh, feeder
considered it.
fish, probably.
For a while, I considered getting them, and then I was like, you know what? They die pretty fast, so I'm not gonna do that. That's more of an advanced person to take care of that. You have to have a really good cleaning system because those guys
Mm,
die to like dirty bowls or any of that really fast.
yeah.
They're not good beginner fish in my opinion.
No. All the beginners go for them. So I
Well,
reckon, yeah.
the, they are good beginner fish, kind of. I know I just said they weren't, but they are kind of if you take proper care. If you don't, then they're gonna die very fast. So
Yeah.
it's a mix between me. I like them, and then I don't like them because how fast they die.
Yeah. Like if you want to keep goldfish, they are like, yeah, they are easy. You just need like the space, the filtration, that sort of thing. Nobody really realizes that. Like my auntie was going to get a little fish bowl and get a couple goldfish for it. I had to tell her to get something like a proper tank, like a 5 gallon minimum, with maybe some Endler Guppies or a better, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So yeah, I reckon like people at the fish store should probably steer more for like beginners to like the guppies and that sort of thing.
yeah,
I'm sure they
guppies.
do that. Yeah,
Guppies. I am gonna have a video coming out soon on like my top 5 recommendations on like beginner fish. I did
yeah,
put goldfish in there because if you take proper care, they can be a good beginner fish. But if you're somebody who's just wanting something that's not hard maintenance or like
yeah,
not, you have to keep the water clean. then I just say go for a beta because betas are. That guy doesn't have his filter on right now, and the other doesn't, and they've been fine. They don't they're not bad. They're not hard to
Yeah,
take care of. They're really
I'll be,
simple for me.
they're not for me. I'll be honest. I've never really had success with them, but I mean, I'm not saying they're not a beginner fish. They're just I don't
Yeah, you
know.
haven't had success.
No, but maybe in the
What type
future.
of betas did you get?
Well, actually, my friend got gifted for his birthday two male betters, like in these little containers. So they gave them to me to look after in a proper tank. And so I just divided a 5 gallon, and they like died within a week. I don't know
They could
why.
have tried to attack each other through the glass, and that really will injure them.
Yeah, it was more like a plastic divider, but yeah, they did have a few uprisings between each other, but that was like years ago, so I don't really remember how that went.
Yeah. That's why I don't really trust like little I see things on websites where it's like the little 3 spaced out beta
Yeah.
things. And I'm just like that's not going to work with 3 betas. They'll all attack at each other and they'll probably
Mm.
die. Now if you do 2 females, 1 male or something or 1 female, 2 males and you put the female in the middle, I don't know because males they have a different reaction with the female. They're sometimes aggressive and then they'll switch to friendly or they'll be friendly and then aggressive. They're
Yeah.
complex fish.
Yeah,
They're very hard.
like, yeah. Um, I've seen like sometimes when the males are trying to get through the glass to other males, sometimes bang their head on the glass, and that can probably kill them. So
That's one thing that you can't put males together. They're gonna attack each other. Now, something I did see and watched a lot on is that if betas are like born together, if you have a school of betas, they probably won't attack each other because I watched so many people that had success with breeding betas and their babies when they got fully grown still didn't attack each other.
yeah,
So that's
seen
really
like
cool.
yeah, like with keeping fish simple, he he gets all his fish, and once they're like matured, he picks out all the males and then divides them. But really, once you separate those males from like the tank full of fry, they're gonna start becoming aggressive to like any other fish
Yeah,
because
I've never tried breeding betas, but I told my mom if breeding platies doesn't work, I'm going to breeding betas because I wanna do that. At some point I am going to try it.
yeah,
I'm just gonna have to be careful with what I do, and if it doesn't work out, well, I'm not gonna try that again because I don't want to injure another fish or any of that. Because betas
yeah,
are very aggressive. If they get mad, they can
yeah,
do a lot of damage.
they sure can.
Yeah, they're see, Midnight, he's like a docile fish, but my other fish, Red, is just he's always watching this tank now. Now that
Yeah,
that tank's been set in front of him, he's just lurking at that window, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this fish. Just don't. He's not
yeah,
a friendly beta. Oh man, I know. Once I move these guys back, it's always been positioned to where I have Midnight next to Red, and they don't get
mhm,
aggressive. I don't know what it is. They just don't try to attack the glass. But when it's Red and he sees all these other fish, he wants to attack them. And I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this? Why won't you attack the other aggressive guy? Or
yeah. That's what they.
he might not be aggressive. I don't know how Midnight is. I've never seen him try to get up to the glass and be mean.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to be in there with the others. Who knows?
Maybe. I considered it one night, just acclimating him and then putting him in. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna try it. I'm in the process of breeding. I'm not gonna have him accidentally, or not accidentally, but him kill my pregnant one. I'm not gonna do that
Oh,
because I really don't want him to do that. And I can
no,
say this: if Midnight, if those babies were in there, Midnight would probably eat them. Just because he's
yeah,
aggressive when it comes to the pellets. Like he just goes for the pellets, eats those
yeah.
things.
Better fish, since they're so curious, I'll go into all the little nooks and crannies and hunt out all those fry.
Yeah,
Um,
they don't
I don't
seem
know if
very.
it's with your bedders, do they tend to like rest on the weirdest spots in the tank? Like when they're sleeping, they'll go on the filter, or they'll like jump in
Red
that.
Red will go behind the filter. That's his favorite spot. He loves the filter.
Yeah.
But Midnight's he's pretty normal. Oh wait, I see him. He's actually resting on a little leaf plant back there.
Hmm.
He looks happy. But
They like find all these resting spots. They make these little like holes and that sort of thing. I've seen with like my friends, and you know, I've even seen like the better go get stuck under a driftwood just to sleep, which is very fun.
yeah, there's one thing you can buy at my store called it's like $5 and you can stick it on and it's like a little leaf pad for them to swim on and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And for a while it worked and then it stopped working. And my beta that died named Blue was sleeping on it. But I did not like Blue. He kind of after he killed those fish and I put him in the other tank, he was laying on the sand all the time. He looked like a sick beta. I don't think he was okay.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him, but once he died, I was glad because I was like, well, at least he's not in pain anymore. He was a beta that looked like he was in pain. His colors were fading. He looked really ragged and torn apart.
Oh yeah.
So,
Must have been
um,
bullied or something.
I do have technically three betas. I have one that's downstairs in a half gallon, and he's a happy one. It's a little baby beta, and he loves
Mhm.
it. I did buy a baby beta, and I was gonna have that video come out, but it died the next day, and so I'm not gonna have that come out because I don't want to, do that to where I just have a video that's on him, and then next day be like, oh, he died.
Yeah.
So not gonna do that with him, but yeah. I couldn't find him though because I had a little like dark gravel on the bottom, and he was a dark fish. He looked really cool, but he was so small, and I could not find him. My mom was the
Yeah.
one who found him.
Yeah. I mean, like when you have fish, if you've got the bright fish, dark substrate. If you got dark fish, light substrate, it actually like changes their color a little, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it brings out
Um,
the color to me. That's why
yeah.
I did a video of changing my little baby beta downstairs, his tank, and I made the bottom just black and purple rocks, and so he'll be swimming above, and he's a very light fish, so he looks really good now.
Yeah, that's good.
And I mean, the half gallon, I thought it wouldn't be good for betas, and then I looked and I was just like, actually, the beta still looks very happy in this, and I wouldn't think that would work.
Yeah.
It's so small. Like when I hold it, it's about that size, and I'm just like, half a gallon doesn't seem like it'd work. It's about that tall, but it works for them. They like it, so I might buy more in the future, or I might just test out with a full grown beta and see how he does.
Yeah.
If it doesn't seem happy, then I'll probably just quit doing half gallons.
Yeah. I don't think we have half gallons here. Like I think a gallon's like 4 liters. Um, so that'd be like a 2 liter here. Um, yeah, we use liters here. Even though like I use gallons on YouTube because
Well, yeah,
um,
because most people use gallons.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I understand going from liters to gallons. Different
yeah,
countries measure by different things, or different, I cannot think. Different places. I'll just say that because I can't think. Oh, just turned my camera.
so
But
like yeah, if you have gallons and you just times it by 4, and you've
yeah.
got liters.
So I go by 40 liters. This tank is 40 liters for me.
Yeah, so 10
Guess.
gallons.
Yeah, 10 gallon, 40 liters for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can see the yellow guy chasing. You see them swimming together?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's chasing the bright yellow one's the male, and then we have the female who has a really big belly. The male has a big belly, but he's just fat. He's just plain fat. Well, the other
That's,
one,
that's actually
the
pretty
other one
good.
has the
Yeah,
gravid
not
spot,
that.
so
Yeah.
So you can tell, and she's swimming away. Yesterday, she was really scared of him, though. She had her fins tucked. She was very scared.
Hmm.
But I do have another female in there, and I was worried that he'd just go for her. And then I saw him start chasing the other female, and I was like, oh, okay, we're fine. He's not going to stress out the other one and kill the other one. I'm really worried about that. Like, a lot of people know that. I'll be talking to him, and it's just, I'm super stressed out that I'm going to wake up and have a dead beta. Or not dead beta, dead platy.
Yeah. Even when like lights go off, they'll still chase each other around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Which
male
is,
is not going to give up.
yeah. Which tonight, I know in probably within this week I'm gonna see some babies because if there's already one that swims around, I'm sure she's about to give birth to a lot more fry because she can give birth to up to like 20 to 50. That's what I've been
Yeah.
reading. It says about 20 to 50 fry. It's the normal for a platy, so at least I'll have
Yeah.
some left over.
I've never really I've only really bred play successfully in the community tank. But yeah, I'm actually curious in the future to try the breeder box because people do have success with it, and if you just find the right time right before they give birth, you can success. You can't. They will give birth. It's just that I guess when I did do it, which was years ago, I didn't know properly how to tell if it was about to give birth. So I reckon, like, you know, you can do it. It is possible. It
I
just might
might,
be a bit hard and risky. That's
yeah, I might try it, but I know I'm not going to try it for my first time because I'd rather just
yeah,
see how it goes, see how they do.
yeah.
You can see right here in the center, I have piled up all the moss. So in the center, they have a little moss spot, and then in the back left corner, I have a little breeder ball for them. So
Oh yeah,
you can get inside. It's not a real plant, but it's really cool because you can open it up and it has nice little area for babies. And I've seen him swim in and out of it, so I think he's fine. I don't think
mm,
he'll be dead. I'm hoping he
yeah,
grows. And
yeah.
I know you're supposed to feed baby fish little baby food, but I've just been feeding the flakes, and I've seen him come out and he'll eat the flakes.
Mm,
He's a smart. So far, that's a smart baby. I've never like. I didn't think that baby would be alive much longer because that dad went right over him and looked at him for a minute, and then like looked down, and the little baby hid further in the rocks, and the baby's been safe so far.
Whenever you have like a baby platy that's survived, that's like in the tank with its parents, that means it's a strong swimmer. So only the strong swimmers will um
Survive.
survive, and
Yeah.
those strong swimmers are pretty good at like dodging all the fish and that sort of thing. I've seen recently. I saw a video on YouTube on crossbreeding the mollies and guppies, which was pretty cool.
Oh,
And
go ahead.
you go.
I was just gonna say I've never heard of that. I only knew that you could crossbreed platies with guppies, not mollies with guppies.
Yeah, I think it was like some sailfin mollies with it was like a not a black Moscow guppy. It was so what you do is you get the female like mollies and the male guppy because if you had like a male molly and a female guppies, the fry from mollies are going to be bigger, and so they'll be too big for the female guppies to be able to hold. So they'll probably like pop or just die from stress. Whereas if you got like the female mollies are big, so they're going to be able to withstand
Hold.
like the guppy fry. And I can
Yeah.
tell you, if you mix patternings and like finish and that sort of thing, it is safe and it does look pretty cool.
Yeah, right now, I'm just gonna stick with platies and
Yeah,
guppies in the same tank
yeah,
because my guppies, like, I had two females and they looked like they were already doing good, and then two died, but that male seems very happy in that tank, and he's been good so far. He's been like just swimming around with the rest of the pack. They'll swim around together, and then sometimes the pregnant one, will just branch off, and the male will chase her. So
yeah.
Very, very happy at least that I know she's pregnant because her gravid spot is very dark and I'm pretty sure she's going to give birth soon. I mean, I already saw a baby in there, so it's a signal that she's giving birth or one fish in there is giving birth.
Yeah,
So,
that's always good. I mean, like, also, I've heard that platies do, if they're like a little stressed out from the males, they'll give birth to a few fry each day or every other day. So that she could be doing that. But
she probably, that would make the most sense to me because I'm only seeing one fry, and out of 20, I'd assume that probably two or three would at least survive, you know?
yeah,
Because the fry, I know there's going to be the strong swimmers that survive, that can hide. Then there's going to be the weak ones that get picked off by the dad.
yeah,
My only problem in there is that my little baby is so small that my big Cory or emerald Cory catfish could like probably fit it in its mouth.
yeah. It shouldn't be
So
that like willingly. It should just be by accident.
yeah,
It
oh
just
yeah,
gets in the way.
I've
But
seen Cory catfish lurking above dead fish before.
yeah,
They they aren't very good at hiding that they're right above and they just like lurk over the body and I'm just like, did you kill my fish? Even though I
yeah,
know Corey's won't.
yeah. That's why so many people get um really think that catfish are carnivores. They just do that because they're dead, they're hungry. I guess that's what they do. But
Yeah.
they're caught
Well,
red-handed all the time, so it's kind of funny.
they're good cleaners at least though. They are good and they're not like hurting the fish. The fish is already dead, so. But
Yeah,
I know what's really good is that this Cory catfish. I heard that fish like to school up or the Corys do as long as it's not with another type. So I got another emerald one because I did not know that for a while and I've had this guy all alone. And once I got the other one, and about one day they just bonded immediately and they were swimming together. And it's cute because the other one's like a baby still pretty
yeah,
small, and he's swimming with the other one. It looks like a father with a son, and they're just adorable. They're really,
yeah. That is
I'd suggest that to almost every beginner as a cleaner. Like those are just good fish to clean. They're not hard to care for. You just drop. I drop two pellets down every day, and that's it
yeah,
because like they just eat what's on the bottom. So if you overfeed,
yeah,
it's okay because they'll go down and they'll clean that overfeed. They'll even get on top of the leaves.
yeah. They definitely
Um,
love a good overfeeding.
yeah. Uh, I was just gonna ask one question of if you had any recommendations on like any starter plants, like live plants, because I want to at some point get rid of these fake ones and put them in like a beta tank or something.
Yeah. So you got like a gravel substrate.
Yeah, I got a little. Well, I got some rocks from my backyard and just laid it on the bottom. So here,
Yeah,
I'll give you a close up real quick after I switch my camera and pull it down from the tripod.
yeah.
Here's basically the little setup
All right. Yeah.
for them.
All right. So what you could do, um, I was going to suggest Vallisneria, but they do tend to like a more sandy or dirty sort of substrate. But for like that, I reckon you could probably get maybe driftwood with a Nubius or Java fern on it. But other than that, you for stem plants, you could get like swords. Swords would do pretty well in there, like
Yeah.
Amazon swords, Blahari swords. Crypts will also do pretty well too. I honestly like the Cryptocrani Wentai species brown. They're a bit more expensive, but they do look nice. Um, and then if you're looking for like a carpeting plant, then you could get Monte Carlo and put that on the bottom. If you set up a new aquarium, you could do that. Maybe not in that tank, because the easiest way to plant Monte Carlo is to do a dry start method. Do you know that?
No, I don't.
It's basically where when you set up a new tank, before you fill it up with water for about a week or two, you just like spread Monte Carlo plant on the bottom, and it'll basically just root in. Over that time, you keep it moist and you keep the aquarium sealed, and then once it's in the aquarium and its roots are in and it's not going to float up, then you can add the water and you got a nice carpet of Monte Carlo. But I mean, if you're just putting a plant straight into there, a pretty strong carpeting plant. I mean, moss as well, but I guess
Yeah,
something like Rotala. Would
Rotala. Never. I haven't heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool plant. But I mean, if you
Yeah.
get like the smaller sort of Rotalas, you can get like Rotala with big leaves, but you can find like pink Rotala. That looks pretty cool. In fact, I think I
Yeah.
have some somewhere, but
I'll look it up after this stream and just watch some on it. I like to learn a bit about the plants. That way I can see what's gonna go in here and then what I'm
yeah,
gonna say for bigger tanks and all that. Definitely gonna use carpeting, not being moss on like the bigger tank I plan on putting back here because this is really big. Like that's my hand on the 10 gallon, but if it's on this, we're planning on just doing it all over here to the other side
yeah,
of the wall, which is right over here. I mean, you can't see, but if I turn it, there's the other side of the wall.
oh yeah,
And the
oh yeah,
setup I'm actually sitting down right now at, if you possibly saw the Lego on the wall, I
oh
am
yeah.
actually a Lego YouTuber as well. So I have
Okay,
another channel called James Productions, and that has like over 200 subscribers. And I mentioned this channel. And I said, like, I have a stream tomorrow. I guess nobody showed up besides the guy named Kashyyyk Studios, as you can see in the little, comments on StreamYard.
yeah,
He showed up pretty early though, 2:45.
oh yeah.
Some people do
Seven
that though. I've seen
45.
people comment like before stream the next day or something. I'm just like, not gonna reply to that yet. But
Yeah,
yeah, this is the first stream on this channel. On my second channel, YouTube kind of banned me for showing my face. I was like, it was like over half a year ago, and they banned
mm,
me for some reason from streaming on that. So made another streaming account, and that's been great. And then I have this for my aquatics based off my guys back there.
yeah.
And
I had
I
the
do I
similar.
do plan on doing a huge collection of fish.
Yeah, sounds
Anyway, you
awesome.
were saying something. I'm sorry, I cut you off when you were saying something.
It's alright. Some other carpeting plants that just came to my mind: dwarf Sagittaria. That's a pretty good plant. And you got dwarf Gold Rush. I'd say Gold Rush is a pretty good gravel sort of plant, and you could, if you get the dwarf version, you could probably
Oh,
I think you're frozen.
yeah, I was cutting out. Hello,
Oh yeah, you're back now.
you back? Okay.
Bit lagging, but
There we go.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I am sitting in a not so great Wi-Fi spot, but this is the only good part of my room to stream in. So the rest
Yeah,
is just my normal room.
yeah,
But
cool.
yeah, moss is gonna be good for like a 10 or a 20, but once you get bigger, I'd say go for the like taller carpeting. That will go up pretty high. I don't know
Yeah,
the name of the plant, but it looks really cool. And yeah, it just shoots up and it looks real nice. It looks similar to like what's in my beta tank back there, but you won't be able to see that because he's behind the 10 gallon and it's kind of hard for me to even see. So but yeah, you can
is
see
it
these
a?
two chasing each other.
Oh yeah, is it a stem plant or like what sort of leaf? I guess.
Well, it was in my last video, or not last video, the video before that when I did Midnight's tank. It's like not the orange flame plant, but the other one I put in that like shoots up and it has like
Oh yeah.
little rings. It kind of looks like a flower on the top, like a little orange flower on the top of it.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Because that reminds me of I cannot remember the name of the carpeting plant, but it was really good at it. Carpeting's the bottom, and it just looks exactly like that, just a little shorter. And it's
Yeah.
I've seen people who have successful breeding in those tanks, and the little babies can hide, and they just hide down there, even the like not so strong swimmers can hide down there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So,
Yeah. I
what
reckon like
fish?
the reason why we don't have many people is because like so many people are live streaming right now.
Well, for me, oh yeah, that would be a good time for me because it's the afternoon and a lot of people stream in either the morning or the afternoon. I've seen some people stream in the night, but that's not something I'm ever gonna do. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna stream in the night. I might join a stream for like a minute in the night, but I'm not gonna join for a while
yeah.
because there's.
I usually live stream at night for you. I reckon it's usually like 3 p.m. for me. So
Oh yeah,
time zones are so annoying. But
yeah. Well, I mean, I could always, if it was like more, maybe the next stream, I could always, next stream I do on this channel, if I have you on this, I could stream 5 o'clock my time, and that would be 10 o'clock your time, more convenient for you because, yeah, I know I get the fact of waking up early. I had to do that for some people I stream with in the UK. They like to stream in the morning, or for them
yeah,
it was the afternoon. For me, it would be the morning, so they wanted to stream at 10 o'clock, so I had to get up. Or wait, no, 9 o'clock for me. So I had to get up at about 8 o'clock to get ready. I have a
yeah,
lot of things I have to do. I have to feed these guys, which doesn't take long, but I have to walk my dogs and then come back, eat breakfast, all that, and get ready. So
yeah.
streaming with people in the UK is actually harder than streaming with you because you, at least, it's like a better time. I mean, for them, it's the afternoon. Yeah, it's more convenient just because if I'm trying to stream in the afternoon for me, it at least is the morning for you and not the night or any of that. For them, it'd be the night if I streamed in the afternoon.
Mm,
So I know a lot of people from the UK that like I've never met them, but I talk to them during live streams. So
yeah. I know a couple fish tubers from New Zealand. Um, a lot of I feel like a lot of the people who watch my live streams come from New Zealand. But yeah,
wasn't
probably gotta go in
okay.
probably like 8 minutes. So
Well,
just
that
let
was
you know.
about the time I was planning on ending it, so that works. Uh,
Yeah, cool.
so like, wait, I thought New Zealand's time was about the same as yours.
Yeah, it's only like an hour or two. No, probably like 2 or 3 hours difference. But it all
Yeah,
depends on like daylight savings. I think
yeah,
it's two 2 hours or three. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it is pretty similar because like they're right below us, so
yeah.
it's really not that different.
But being in Australia and me being in the US is definitely harder because, other side of the world for me.
It's
So,
winter down there, going into winter, isn't it?
yep, it's starting Tuesday for me. It's going to be my break or
Oh yeah,
like school break. Though I am homeschooled, so not a big deal. I don't see friends at school. So,
yeah,
it's not like it'll change. I won't be upset that I don't get to see friends. I mean, I still talk to my friends playing games and all that because,
yeah,
yeah, I have another channel. I have 4 channels, I believe. Maybe, well, I have one that's just a streaming channel. I don't really count that because that's like I don't have to daily upload or weekly upload streams or anything. That's just if I want to stream with somebody or if I want to stream, my Legos and all that,
yeah,
then I do that because I do Legos and then I do aquatics and then I do games. So those are my 3 channels. Soon to be doing drawing on another.
yeah. That's cool.
It's also kind of hard though with this channel. I just said it's gonna be Sunday I upload on these videos, or Sunday
Yeah,
for me. For you, it probably by the time I upload those videos, I upload about around 3 p.m. my time. So for you, it's like Monday morning. You're getting ready for school.
yeah. Oh, it's Sunday morning here.
And for me, it's Saturday, December
Yeah,
18th. So
it's holidays here. It's like getting hot now, so I guess it's like the time of the season to look for the reptiles.
wait,
Um,
so
yeah,
I know this may sound stupid. Do y'all like do Christmas on the 25th of December still?
yeah,
Okay, I didn't know if y'all do that in the winter like we do. I didn't know. I've
Oh yeah,
I've never thought about that until just now, and now it's like, oh yeah, they probably do. But I'm gonna still ask because I mean, why not?
you have a hot, humid summer here. You got hot, humid Christmas here. You guys have a cold, refreshing. Um,
We don't have cold weather where I live. I'm not gonna
yeah.
say because I don't reveal that, but we have bad weather. It's not like nice and cold outside and we're like all bundle up in blankets. No, it's pretty hot on our Christmases.
To be honest, I like hot weather more
I
than
like
cold
hot
weather.
and cold, but I
Yeah,
really don't care. I'd go with either one.
yeah. It all depends like what you want to do.
Well,
Different occasions, I guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and just end the stream here.
Yeah.
And anybody who's watching this later, because I know a lot of people on my channel would just say they were gonna rewatch it later because that's what a lot of people on my channel like to do. They don't join the live
Mm,
stream; they just watch it later. That way, they
yeah.
have something to watch while they There's things called Lego mocks, and people like replicate stuff, and they'll build it, and they'll watch the stream while they build. So
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of those people like to do that because building a mock takes a while. But I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and end it here, and thank you for everybody watching, and thank you to Lazarus, sorry, not Lazarus, Lazarus,
I'm used to
for
it.
coming and joining, knowing he's a super big channel. I mean,
Not
you're
really,
you're a,
but
you're a big channel compared to me. You're like even my other account's not close to you, so it's a big channel. 2,000's a good number.
it is, I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
don't you make money off of YouTube? Probably not a lot.
you
I'm just
do.
saying, still even making a penny just would make me happy just knowing that I make a little bit of money off of
Yeah,
what I
you actually
enjoy.
be
So,
surprising for fish channels.
yeah. Well, thank you to Lazarus. Gosh, I almost said Lazarus. Lazarus
Oh,
for
lads, for
coming
sure.
out. And that's going to be the end of the stream. And we're probably going to do more in the future, but thank you to him. And I'm going to go ahead and end the
Thank you.
stream.
Thanks for having me.